Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're fixing to go on a little lunch break ride here. Before I go, though, I wanted to take y'all down in here and show y'all something. If I don't get on a snake. Golly. Limb wound all up in that fender. Okay, that big tree right there. Yeah, we talked about witness trees and all down there in the possum walk. Look at the size of that tree. I mean, I could get out there and hug it, you know, but y'all think y'all can pretty much see. That's a huge tree. I'm gonna tell a little story here in a little while and I'm gonna mention that tree, okay? But I wanted to give y'all a little visual aid there. I need to get the tractor out in here. All right, we're getting took off. What are we riding today? We're riding the Magicycle Ocelot Pro. Modified Ocelot Pro. And you say, well, what have you modified about it? I put a stem riser on it, a stem extension. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Easy there, puppies. Yeah, I put a stem extension on it and try to get me a little more extension on my legs. So far, so good. I brought my tools with me that if I need to stop and adjust it some. I'm a little limited on my wire, my cables, so I don't want to stretch them too far, but I did manage to get the handlebars up a little bit, probably about 4 inches. And yeah, get the handlebars up about 4 inches. And that way I can lift my seat up a little bit. So the bike, it's like it fits me better now. We're gonna roll across and I can see that I've got to stop and tighten something up. Get my mirror set. Yeah, I got it's a little loose. I gotta stop and tighten something because I certainly don't want no loose steering wheel while I'm driving. Steering wheel, handlebar, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait and get up here by the horses where it's shady and do it. What about it there, Big Red? How you doing today? Huh? I'll get back with y'all in a minute, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's try that. Got it tightened up a little bit. Reset my mirror because I changed that. Yeah, that's okay. All right, let's go. Look out, bird. That bird had him a little snake in his mouth. Anyway, we're going out on our lunch break. We're going to the bank. We got so much money that we have to just go spread it out sometimes. No, we're not spreading it out. We just putting a little check in the bank to cover something I wrote on my credit card. Anyway, just moving a little money from here to there to cover things. And as we said, we're on the Ocelot Pro. Rolling over Ridge Road. Well, we hope everybody's healthy and happy and well. I tell y'all what, today is a blessing compared to what it's been the last few days. I said I don't like to spend a whole lot of time talking about the weather. You know, I know there's a lot of y'all that's in a lot more extreme weather. Y'all deal with a lot of extreme cold, extreme hot out west and places like that. But I tell you, this Mississippi humidity is terrible. Yeah, y'all, this bike feels pretty good now. Got these handlebars jacked up a little bit. Got our water bottle on here. Got our seat rose up a little bit. Yeah, it's good. But what I was going to tell y'all was, it has been extremely dangerous heat that we've been dealing with, and it's just June, y'all. What is today's 21st? I guess this is the first day of summer. And it decided to give us a little bit of reprieve today. A little bit of break, because it's been bad, y'all. I don't know what, I can tell you, I don't know what this feels like you know, that we've been having, but it's been terrible. And it's like I said, maybe said on another video, it's like you wear the humidity. You wear it around on your clothes. And then, the last couple of days for us has been terrible with thunderstorms. It gets so hot here, and then you got the water out of the Gulf that right here along the Gulf Coast, and maybe as far inward as maybe Jackson, boy, Donald and them up around Jackson and Madison and all, they've been getting tore apart up there. Tornadoes, straight line winds, everything you can imagine. And it hit them for several days straight. Well, it hit here day before yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, it hit Monday and then hit again yesterday. Bad storms. They had tornadoes up in mid-Mississippi. Tornadoes in Moss Point. Bay St. Louis been getting clobbered. And I tell you, we had the worst hail. We don't hardly ever get hail here, y'all. We get hail about as often as we do snow. But we had near about 45 minutes of hail the other night. That was Monday evening. Like I ain't never seen. I will never remember anything like that before. It was terrible. But we survived it. We good. And today, hey, it was pretty nice. So I told Susan, I said, I'm gonna get out and take a ride, go to the bank, make a video in the process. Yeah, so far so good with this little extension apparatus here. When I first put it on, I had to order me a spacer because the piece itself was 35 millimeters, and the part where the handlebars went, I don't know the terminology for all that. Cap, stem, cap, whatever. It's where your handlebars. It was 40 millimeters, so I had to put a 5 millimeter spacer on there to get my stem to tighten back down. What you call the head space. There you go. But we got it rolling now. I can tell you right now. We got it rolling on down ridge. Anyway, before I go too far, I'll forget it. I wanted to tell y'all about what happened at that tree right there in that yard. That's my property. That big old pine tree. Whenever we was young boys, we had us a little dog, and his name was Rusty. He was a little part Feist and part Chihuahua. As lovable as a teddy bear, but mean as a snake when it come to protecting a hill around there. Then we bred him as a neighbor, a friend of ours, that had squirrel dog. And Rusty was a squirrel dog. Rusty tree squirrels all day long. And people got to hearing about Rusty and how good he was. And had men bringing their dogs there wanting to breed their female to Rusty. And they did. I told one of them, I said, look, I just want a puppy. That's all I want. Got a puppy. He was a male, we called him Roscoe. So we had Rusty and Roscoe. I guess as far as us kids growing up around there, Mickey was probably on grown up. But for me and Joey and Donald, that's probably the best friend we could have, is them little dogs. Or Rusty mostly, because Roscoe come along later. But there was one time I was on the hill there by myself. I don't know where everybody else was at, off fishing or something or another. Mama was gone. Heard somebody the other day, well, I can tell you, the wasp have been getting bad around the house. Wasp. And one thing I look for this time of the year is yellow jackets. There is nothing meaner than a yellow jacket. Nothing. I always said if I was a coach and I had a football team and I wanted to name that football team, and I wanted to name them something that they would adhere to that name and be as tough as that name, I would name them the Yellow Jackets. Nothing meaner. And I tell you something else, them rascals, they can provide a world of hurt. Well, getting back to the story, old Rusty and Roscoe, I come out of the yard, I come out of the house and was walked out in the backyard there by the corn crib, or what little old shed used to be a corn crib. And I heard the dogs treeing, and they was treeing a squirrel. And they was right under that big pine down there that I showed y'all. And I went down there and looked, and I said, all right, y'all showed me you treed a squirrel. Let's ease on back up towards the house. All of a sudden, I turned my head for some reason, and then I turned back and I looked, and both of them dogs was laying on the ground or rolling. You know, you've seen dogs that'll roll on the ground. They'll roll in something stinky. They sure will. I didn't know what was happening. It scared me. And I run over there to them, and I grabbed Rusty up first. And y'all, he was covered with yellow jackets. I didn't even, I just started taking my hands and scraping them off of him. Roscoe laying over there. I laid Rusty down. I told him, go on toward the house. I laid Rusty down, grabbed Roscoe. Did the same to him. Y'all, I should have considered myself over the dogs, because them dogs, they can handle things like that. I got bit 22 times on the stomach by yellow jackets. 22 times. And here I am there right by myself. No earthly idea what to do. None whatsoever. Went down to the neighbor's house. I jumped in the truck, car, bicycle, whatever I had there. And I run down to the neighbor's house, Miss Tressie, down that road there. And she said, son, you don't worry about them dogs. She said, you are going to be in a mess here in a little while. And all that poison started working on me. I told her, I said, you think I need to go to the hospital? She said, you need to get you a shot, some Benadryl or something or another. Well, I wasn't going to do that. I'll tell you that I made it through that. I can tell you, I made it through it. I'm not allergic to them. If I was allergic to them, I'd have probably been dead. But you talk about doing some hurting. This old boy did some hurting that day and that night. Finally, Mama come home. Mama got some Benadryl and give me. Y'all wanted to tell y'all that story. Talking about wasp, and I'm going to tell you, if you live, especially out in the country, but you don't have to live in the country. Y'all, people that live in the city, hey, you have trouble with wasps. Anytime this year, I know old Jerry, he likes to grill and smoke things and stuff like that. Man, don't raise the lid on that barbecue grill unless you're looking for wasps, because they'll get under there and they'll hide, and they build them a nest, and you might have 30 of them. And then when you're out in there, now I'm gonna tell you, yellow jackets is not something that you can find easily. By the time you find them, now am I telling you right or am I telling you wrong? By the time you found them, it's too late. They done got all over you. I have got on them with the tractor before down there by the pond. I have got on them with the tractor, and I bailed off of that tractor. Y'all know where we're at. We're just easing through here. Somebody pulling in to get their groceries. Not much traffic today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go right up here past this stop sign. We're gonna take a right. Well, I'll show you. Oh, I love the color of that truck. Mind me, let's look at that when we come back. If we come back this way, I'm pretty sure we will. But yeah, you don't pick up nothing until you prepare yourself, because them wasps, what you got, have your head on a swivel, because them things are everywhere this time of the year. The hotter it gets, the worse it is. The hotter it is, the worse effect they're going to have on you. Ain't that right? And there are people who are allergic to them, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how I deal with that, because there's a lot of wasps around the house to have to deal with if I was allergic to them. But yellow jackets, man, them yellow jackets, they are some bad dogs. But yeah, old Rusty and Roscoe, it didn't hurt them, y'all. It didn't hurt them. They was okay. And we're gonna hit this little edge of the road right here. In fact, we got a break here, so we're just gonna run Highway 43 here, right up here. What, about 50 foot? And then we're gonna turn, and we're gonna go behind. Boy, it's a beautiful day to ride, y'all. I know I've been talking about it being hot and all that. It's nice. Here, right behind racetrack. Yeah, that big building right over there straight ahead there, that's my doctor's office. That's where I come to the doctor. All right. So it's not going to be a bad day if we have to sit in line here. I guess I could go inside, but I just as soon sit on the bike. Oh yeah, ain't nobody here, look. Right. Almost looks like they closed.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. What can I do for you?
Put that $1 million in my checking.
I got it. Anything else?
No, ma'am. That's all.
Awesome. You have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, away we go. Yeah, look, y'all, it's really beautiful today. But yesterday, you wouldn't have been here doing this yesterday. You'd have found you a cool hole somewhere, crawl in. We're gonna do the same thing here. Let's see. I think we just gonna go around and we're gonna run the shoulder of the road. See if we can do that. Yeah, we just gonna get over in the grass here. Car wash there sure does some good business. Let's see, we can go left or right here. Ain't nobody coming. I think we'll just go left as soon as that gray car comes out. Here we go. I got another little story I'm gonna tell y'all here shortly, as soon as I can get away from all this hustle and bustle here. Well, gas come back down again. It was up to 3.15 here. Yeah, I'm glad to see it come back down. Yeah, there's that pretty green truck that I was looking at there a while ago. Y'all see that? What is that? Oh, that's a Nissan Frontier. That's pretty. Alrighty, we just gonna ease on through. Well, that was quick in and out of the bank there. Get in there, deposit the money, ease on back out. I'm fixing to stop right here. Raise my seat up a little bit. Try that. You got to tighten these things really, really tight when you got that Suntour suspension seat post. Yeah, you got to tighten that quick release really, really tight, and I don't have it quite tight enough. All right, here we go, back out on Ridge Road. Yeah, it's pretty nice here now, y'all. Anyway, I said I was going to tell y'all another story. This is another Rusty and Roscoe story. Y'all, I'm going to tell you. Them little dogs. My mama. Y'all remember, if y'all with me, y'all been with me long enough to hear the story about Daddy buying us the horse, and Mama accused Daddy of trying to kill us. Daddy went and bought a little old horse that was a half Welsh pony and a half Shetland pony. And Mama told him, said, "Preston, I swear you are trying to kill them boys." And Daddy said, y'all remember what Daddy said? Daddy said, "Willie, may you always look at the dark side of everything." I never will, y'all. I never will forget that. And Daddy told her that several times, but I'm going to tell you, most of the time, y'all remember what I said the other day? Most of the time, 99% of the time, Mama was right. But you know, Mama, when Daddy told Mama he wanted to get us a little dog, and that was Rusty. Mama said, no, don't go get no dog. But the reason why is because Mama thought that we would love on them until the new wore off, and then we wouldn't take care of it, and it'd just be something that she had to take care of. That's it's just typical for, think about that. But, Rusty, like I say, we had him first, and he got plenty of attention, and he seemed like he just looked out for us around there. Then Roscoe come along later. Mama, she always, it was hard for Mama to, I guess the word that I'm looking for is maybe swallow her pride or whatever, because Mama, she didn't want us to have dogs. Come on around here, dude. I'm watching traffic. You're going to get him a Bud Light. Watch. Let's see where they're going. Is he Bud Light bound? No, he's going on past it. He was riding out in the center he looks like he's already had some Bud Lights. Look, he's out in the center of the road. I don't know about that. Maybe to the airport? No, they're going on down. Anyway, getting back to the story. Mama would let Rusty follow her all down in the garden. And I tell you what, it took a couple of times that Rusty or Roscoe, they alerted Mama to snakes. And after they did that, Mama had come home and told us that, y'all, if it wasn't for them dogs, I'd have got snake bit. There's a moccasin laying down there in the field. Or something like that. After that, them dogs got whatever they wanted. It seemed like Mama changed her attitude towards them. But these weren't the kind of dogs that a lot of people go buy clothes for and all this stuff. These dogs was our working dogs. They kept us alerted of strangers, kept us alerted of varmints in the yard, things that prowl around at night. Them dogs, they would bay up an armadillo or something. Now, armadillos are terrible around the house. They dig up your yards. But we had one got to bumping up on. Of course, we was in the house where Candace lives. It's up off the ground, and them armadillos would come out of the house and they'd bump, hit them pipes and everything, and them dogs hear them, and them dogs would take out. Them dogs would get in there, and the fight would be on. But they looked out for us. They looked out for the property. Anything come on that property, that you knew about it, I guarantee you. But some of the best times that we had when we was young'uns was doing things with them little dogs. I tell you, they was, I wouldn't take nothing for my memories with Rusty and Roscoe. I'm gonna try to dig up a picture, y'all, and if I can dig it up, I'm gonna put it on the screen here. But yeah, they was over there baying up under the White House now, which was at that time is I call it the White House. It's a house, my rental house, but at that time my grandma lived in it. That's the one they moved. Grandma, when the government made her move out of the buffer zone, her house was only like 50 foot inside the line, but they made her move. But she got her a new house out of it. Them dogs got over there and they bayed up an armadillo, up under my grandma's house one night, and all fliss barking and yapping. We walk over there, me and Daddy, and I think it was Joey and maybe Donald. I don't know where Mickey was at. You know, when something happened out in the yard, we just walked out in our yard with our drawers on. I mean, look, that's the way country people are. But you know, you might say, well, you talk about walking around out in the yard with your drawers on. My God, people wear drawers to Walmart now. Do they not? Yeah, that's a fact. If not, I can take you back to Walmart and show you some. But we was all down on our knees looking up under and shining with lights to see what them dogs were baying up under Grandma's house. We didn't know, but there was an elderly lady who lived over the road. She always walked. She didn't have a car, and she had walked over to Grandma's, and she was going to spend the night there with Grandma that night. Them dogs were fighting and barking and baying up under the house, and we was bent over with our, on our knees looking up under the house, shining with our butts hanging out, and we just had our drawers on. And Miss Josephine was her name. Miss Josephine, bless her heart. She come out on the porch and she hollered, "So what in the world's going on out here?" Well, we didn't know Miss Josephine was there. I think some of us near about knocked our heads off of the house trying to get out from under there. And we took off running, and look, I don't know if she questioned us about it the next day or whatever, but we didn't want to be caught out in the yard with our drawers on when there's a strange lady around there. Anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed the story. The little dogs, I could tell you on and on and on. The little dogs, I've seen them tie into one of the biggest possums I ever seen in my life. There under the old shed that we call the corn crib. I don't know if we ever kept corn in it, but that's what it was used for. It was a corn crib. And them dogs got in there, and one of them dogs grabbed that Roscoe, the puppy. I said one of the dogs. That possum grabbed that Roscoe dog. And I tell you what, that was off this racket. But he turned loose. And I tell you what, them dogs, they put a whipping on that possum. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. Them dogs, how they protected and watched out for the hill around there. I miss having a dog like that, but I don't have dogs now because we got everybody else's dogs. We got strays and everybody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We got everybody else's stray dogs comes around, and I don't have no pens or fenced yard there, and I don't want a fenced yard. I don't want my dog to go and be a bother to somebody else. So that's why I don't have dogs. But like I say, I miss the days of growing up with old Rusty and Roscoe. Yeah, if I can find that picture, I put that picture up on the screen there where you can see it. We're gonna ease on over the road. This one's probably getting long, y'all. We'll catch y'all later, and look. Check out them links in the description there if you decide you want to buy a bike. We got a couple of different companies there represented. Yeah, and check out the coupons. We got coupon codes there that'll get you a good discount. Main thing is, y'all, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button for the, the algorithm thing they call it. they say it really helps when people hit the like. I noticed on some of my videos, I may have 200 some odd views and only 20 likes. So if you will, hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We've been getting some good subscribers here lately. We appreciate y'all. Y'all newcomers listening to us. Hey, I hope you find something you enjoy. We're gonna ease on towards the house, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Rip One Outdoors, we out.